If you've been paying attention to the news and social media, vaping has been under fire for accusations of causing a mysterious illness in teens across the United States. On September 18th, the first Canadian case was reported. Well, sort of. Allegedly, a high school student from the London, Ontario area was placed on life support after using what is being identified as a vape device. Fortunately, the teen has since recovered, though we have no official details. Just hours before this story broke, an official order from Christine Elliott, the Ontario Health Minister, was released. Due to increasing concern about recent health issues, the order mandates public hospitals to report information about alleged vaping-related illnesses in patients to the Chief Medical Officer of Health. If you're looking for more information about the recent controversy surrounding vaping, I highly recommend checking out my video which breaks down the issue in about 6 minutes. All you really need to know is that there have been 0 illnesses caused by vaping in over a decade of being on the market. Following the release of this story, the Middlesex London Health Unit, or MLHU, held a press conference to address the case and answer questions. While this might sound like a great opportunity to get more information on the case and potentially find the culprit behind these issues, very little information was released. The question period left a lot to be desired. Some great questions were raised, such as whether the teen had been using a cannabis product, which has been reported to be the true cause of these health issues in the United States.
Thanks for the question. The question is about cannabis. We won't be commenting on that in this situation in order to protect patient confidentiality. I notice you're using a gendered pronoun. I hope that's not because we have...
That's because I just got in here and...
Okay, no problem.
During the question, the asker mistakenly referred to the victim as a she. Dr. Chris Mackey, CEO of the MLHU, seemed more concerned about the pronoun used than the actual question at hand, which could have greatly impacted the public's perspective towards vaping. I watched the entire live stream and actually got pretty fired up over the blatant passing of questions that we as a community need answers to. The part that really got to me was, well, let me just show you.
So we have information about the brand used. We have information about whether or not the individual was using cannabis. We're not going to be releasing the brand related information.
This is crucial information. London, why even hold a press conference if you didn't plan on answering any relevant questions? Avoiding the important questions just creates more problems. By not identifying the cause despite stating that evidence was present, creates and reinforces the confusion between nicotine vapes and black market THC cartridges. I found it a little strange that when straight up asked if a cannabis product was used, no direct answer was given. If cannabis was the cause, would it not be easier to just say so? My theory is this may be due to the Canadian legalization of cannabis. Legal cannabis has been proven to be an extremely lucrative industry, and sadly for government officials, it apparently makes more sense to protect their pockets over keeping the public informed. On top of this, it makes our healthcare system look incompetent. Countries like the United Kingdom are taking a progressive approach to tobacco addiction. Doctors will actually advise patients to vape as a method to quit smoking. There are even vape shops inside some UK hospitals. But yet, here in North America, we allow the media to control our opinions even with scientific evidence right in front of us. As a result, many vapers are going back to smoking in fear. In nearly every case we've seen, it seems so nonchalant that a minor was using a device and more blame is being placed on the device itself. The biggest issue we face right now is the fact that teens are able to get their hands on products that are specifically made for adult use. In my opinion, restricting the availability of vape products to specialty vape stores would make a big difference. Any reputable vape shop will ID anyone that appears under the age of 25 and will take the time to explain the process of vaping to you. Some businesses make accessing vape devices too easy. Convenience stores and gas stations have marketing out in the open on gas pumps, large displays in store, and have staff that aren't trained to provide any information on vaping products. Additionally, Chris Mackey also stated, in Middlesex, London alone, we have laid 16 charges and 238 warnings, with the majority being related to vaping inside schools. I've yet to see much implication placed on parents. If youth vaping is such an epidemic, why aren't the parents of these minors being held accountable? I can definitely see fines and charges towards parents acting as a stricter deterrent for underage vaping. Before we even consider following suit with the US and banning flavors or vaping as a whole, we need to take a step back and look at the good vaping's done. Millions of smokers around the world have a new lease on life thanks to vaping. Even myself personally, I've seen hundreds of people quit smoking through vaping and even quit vaping entirely over my years of working in a vape shop. By taking away access to this technology because of confusion over what is actually causing the problem, we're only making things worse. At the end of the day, the point that you need to take home is the fact that nicotine vapes are not responsible for health issues. After over a decade on the market, health problems are only popping up now, and it's pretty convenient that it coincides with the rising popularity of THC cartridges. Counterfeit cartridges and the spread of misinformation are the real issue and won't go away unless we stand up for ourselves. As always, I'm Nick from VapeMeet. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.